Hi Libra, it's your turn for the August 2019 Zodiac blessings. Before we get started, let's take our hands together and just tap in with each other's energy. So, closing your eyes, have your thumbs against your sternum, your chest bone. Your elbows can be out to the side or just relax beside you. And I want you to imagine that there's your favorite color light coming down through the heart, the forehead, and the crown of your head. Coming down from the universe, from the sun, wherever you like, and just taking a deep breath in, imagining that light coming down. Hold your breath and let it spread throughout your whole body. Then exhale it out onto your fingertips. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale onto your fingertips. And one more time. And then rubbing your palms together, let's place our hands over the solar plexus, the area right above your navel, where your stomach lives. And we're just going to imagine for a moment your internal sunshine. So as if you have your own little sun inside your belly, and that it's shining out. And for the purpose of today's reading, we are asking that Reiki, the universe, our spirit guides, archangels, well ancestors, help us see the ways in which we can spread warmth and loving light in an authentic way to help us be more aligned on our path and bring more of ourselves to our highest good and the highest good of all. And then you can take your hands back to a prayer and imagine your higher self lives up here. So this is like your lower ego self, the self that needs to survive in the world. Then there's the higher self that kind of knows that none of this is that big of a deal. And I want you to connect to that and give it permission to connect to my higher self. And so for the duration of our time together in this video, I'd like Reiki and everything we've called in to help support you and I in understanding so the right words can be offered, so that you not only hear my words, but also feel into the energy that I'm trying to offer you. And when this session is over, our energy will no longer be connected. But to be clear, during this session, our personal energy is not connected. I am not taking any of your energy, and I'm not giving you any of mine. Instead, we're working with universal energy. So after this video, I'll no longer be of service personally, but the universal energy will continue to work with you as long as you need it. Okay, namaste. So let's start with the Ethereal Visions deck. So Libra, I'm not sure how you feel about Leos. I could see that a Leo energy could be a little difficult maybe for Libras because you both like to shine in different ways, right? So Libra is ruled by Venus, so very much a beautiful energy, aesthetically pleasing, soothing to be around. Right, so your card from the Ethereal Visions deck is the Seven of Wands. In the Seven of Wands, you can kind of see he's like fighting something off. He might be in a challenging place at the moment, right? So I'm not sure if you're experiencing any struggle right now. Let's see what they say. Seven of Wands: challenge, struggle, defense, and justification. So what this is showing me, and we'll see what all the other cards say, and we'll wrap back around at the end, but when these kind of messages come up, typically when we're struggling, it's like we're fighting what is and trying to justify our actions and things like that. Um, and the invitation is to just catch yourself in the moments, right? Because this offering of mine, this reading, isn't to predict your future in any way. It's just meant to give you advice for the present moment. So when I see this, I see that maybe you're unnecessarily struggling and defending yourself rather than taking a step back and realizing that no one's fighting you, no one's really challenging you. That maybe you're coming out of a habitual survival instinct. Yeah. So just something to look at. I know that the Moon and Venus are conjunct at this moment, so Libra, maybe this is a good time for you to like let go in your new moon offering. You still have a little bit more time to do a new moon ritual today, and you could always do it late retroactively. But when you're setting your intention, maybe setting the intention to not allow yourself to struggle against what is, to kind of accept the good and the bad, and put down your defense mechanisms. All right, so let's see what the chakra deck has to say. I'm having some crazy hair right now. And so I got to do a bunch of readings at Anahata's Purpose this weekend, and it really felt like the universe was giving me permission to do this work, the Zodiac blessings. I also taught 2 workshops on astrology while I was there, and that was the first time I've ever really done that. And they went really well, and it's just very interesting because I've been, I grew up with astrology and card reading from my grandmother. I think this is your card. And so it's just kind of all circling back around. Destiny. Good. So with this together, to me, kind of seems like the struggle is happening, like fighting your potential at the moment, fighting what is being offered to you. This is a neutral color, right? So it's not calling in any particular chakra. And it's not meant to be fatalistic when we hear destiny, but it's just kind of like, when I hear destiny, I think of the highest potential that can be achieved in this lifetime, right? Like what if you were to let go of your limiting beliefs, if you were to stop struggling against yourself, if you were to stop indulging in things that are holding you back, this is where it would be going to your destiny. And you see there's like sage like beings kind of here, and they're bowing to them. So we'll keep going. Let's see what the chakra deck has to say about that card, though, because I don't pull that one very often. Black is the shade that demands to be taken seriously. As it absorbs all the colors, black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together, they balance and create. You will be guided by your angels to do what is best for you and all concerned. Yeah, so I think, kind of letting yourself receive guidance. Talks about love, true love, taking a stand, positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, and the ability to change. Love, pathway, and faith. Telling you to take risks and to kind of like take steps toward that energy of like your highest potential, and stop getting stuck and like battling it. There's like a part of a lot of Libras I find that kind of, you're always balancing the two out, and we talked about this last month, where there's like a part of you that really wants that justice. So when something good happens, sometimes you don't think you deserve it, so then like you need to sabotage it in some capacity. So stop it. Don't do that. Whether it be in your mind, just like not being able to appreciate it or whatever, because there's something bigger growing here. All right, moving on to Sacred Rebels. I can just like ramble on forever. Good. So Libra. I think this is going to be a pretty good month for you, where you're really realizing your worth, like your potential, and letting go a lot of the stuff that you think you need first, but also acknowledging the things that you might not be able to get over and just doing something about it. I know I have a friend who has a Libra rising who recently went back to school because she needed to take a step in that direction. So something like that, like if you feel like there's something holding you back, taking practical steps toward your goals so that you stop getting stuck in your limiting beliefs. At the same time, though, it says what is already with you. So this is kind of giving you a reminder that you already have everything that you need. So this idea that you need, to add this credential and you need to change this and blah, 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 it might actually be a cop-out. It might actually be keeping you small. So maybe acknowledging like what all the good you already have to offer and how qualified you are based on your experiences, and maybe your experiences aren't what is typically used as a qualification in the mainstream world or whatever, but you're creating your own destiny, so stop fighting it and comparing it to other people's journey. Yours is completely unique. It is something you're creating, and it's because of what you already have within you. Your experiences make you a master of your own craft. Good. All right. And then from the goddesses, what do they have to tell you, Libra? Right, shape-shifting. Look how beautiful. This kind of reminds me of Libra energy. It's so beautiful and angelic. Vila. So this is really, being willing to wear different hats and change according to different circumstances, but also just being able to be flexible and not stuck in your ways. And this can be really hard, especially when you're up leveling and realizing your potential, but knowing that you already have everything in you. But I really just think that this is letting you know that there is a change taking place, and it doesn't mean that you can't still wear some of the other hats that you wear, but being able to have that your innermost essence shine through as you are able to work in this area, work in that area, spread your light here, spread your light there. But I do think that this, to me, is saying that you're going to be in a few different worlds for this month, and as long as you can keep your innermost essence that knows that you're creating your own destiny, and you're not fighting the need to wear all these hats, that you're not being a victim about it, that you're not struggling through it, but you're embracing it, knowing that you already have everything you need to step into this, you're going to get a lot out of the experience. That being said, making sure that you're taking time to rest, to nourish, eat vegetables, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the ability to be in water and all of that. Enjoy yourself while you're doing all of this. Don't be too extroverted. But yeah, I think that you're stepping into a new realm, and I hope that you're enjoying it and you're not too scared about it. You have everything you need to do it. And just taking some time on a daily basis to just kind of sit back and give your body permission to process. If it needs to cry, if it needs to take a bath, if it needs to do whatever it needs to do, just just let your body catch up to everything that you're adding to your plate. Okay, I hope this blessing helps you throughout this month and that you have the most amazing time shifting and shaping your way into this incredible destiny that you're making for yourself. Namaste.